We want to welcome now Dr. Camila Fokush-Lavan, a licensed practicing psychologist. Thank you very much for joining us, Dr. Fokush-Lavan. You know, on this day, we are all transitioning from agony to hope, from pain to expectation, from anger to belief. And I think that if anything at all, we were able to hold all those emotions together at the same time.
Yes, definitely. I think that by now we went, individually, people, and as a society, not just within the boundaries of Israel, but like all of us as a society, through so many emotions. And I like exactly from the previous discussion, I'm going to kind of piggyback on that, is that this is not an issue of religion or culture or anything like that. There is definitely very strong forces involved in the background, interested in this strife, in this conflict that we're having, and a lot of people are suffering. And then we see this with the family right now, right, of former hostages giving out coffee, and again, they're Muslim and supporting the ones that are coming out, which are Jews. And this is how Israel is, and this is how the whole world really is on the bottom. Just there's so much going on, so many forces in terms of like the brainwashing and also I think within the Western society, misunderstanding of the conflicts that are happening and supporting and kind of like allowing for this to grow more and being spread, which is very, very sad and really hopeless sometimes and helpless sometimes. But here we are, we're standing, we're fighting, and hopefully we all as a humanity will come out of it.
So before we ask you perhaps for more personal individual guidance, if you will, Dr. Fokush-Lavan, you are speaking and we're seeing those images from Hostage Square in Tel Aviv, images that we're seeing every week, day in, day out, of this such a genuine, authentic need to experience those moments of profound emotions together. What is it in our wiring of our brains, of our souls, that makes us want to experience those moments together?
I think the need to believe that there is someone else out there that will support us in the darkest hours is very important. Even if a person is not necessarily in the darkest hour right now, but like understanding and empathizing and sympathizing, and also we can imagine ourselves, anyone would be in this situation, right, in a moment, right, like literally. And so even if we never really thought about that consciously, subconsciously, we do realize that life sometimes is very, very precious and it can change in a moment. So to understand there is support out there and to go and give that support as well somehow makes it more safe, and it actually is more safe, right?
Right. So let's address now uncharted territory here. We've seen this very thorough protocol of release in order to guard and guide the hostages who are being released from captivity back into freedom. And we all see that every case is obviously different, but there is a sort of a one-size-fits-all protocol to allow them the breathing room they all need, very carefully, very gently, to again allow them their return to, I wouldn't say normal life, but to a new life.
So it's very, very important. Always wonderful questions. So again, there's one size fits all, but like within that protocol for everybody includes individuality, meaning we do talk about like basics of allow them the freedom of movement, do not crowd them, yes, and also though allow them for individuality in terms of like sometimes they might want to be surrounded by people and others might want to not be surrounded by people at all. So like meaning be sensitive to the individual needs of the person, and those needs might also change from the morning to the evening or from Tuesday to Wednesday.
Right.
Yes? So like for us to be sensitive to that, meaning also to take care of our own emotions on the other side as a support team, to not crowd them now with our own pain and our own emotions and our own fears that maybe we have gone through. Go to a therapy session of your own instead to try to help you cope with that.
So perhaps if I need to capture a bottom line, if you will, is to give them back the ability to decide for themselves after being deprived from that right. Dr. Fokush-Lavan, we are still expecting the second round of release today, and we are expecting later on this week another retrieval of bodies. Help us find some sanity in this insane situation. You know, we have viewers all over the world currently watching. We don't know what to feel at this moment. How can we feel that our feelings are right to an extent?
Thank you for asking that, and I invite our viewers as before to also watch through some of our videos before, because I think that they will find a lot of value in there. But like for now, just as a quick, as much as we can, it's very, very important, specifically for the families of those that were already released. As we know, for example, the Bibas family and how that all went. It's a long discussion, I suppose. And then for the ones that are already coming and will be coming, it's very important that you create for yourself a little bit of a nest of safety, meaning already prepare just in case people around you to be a support team for you, so you don't have to explain too much afterwards of what is that you need. You might need sometimes to just sit quietly next to somebody or go for a walk or reserve the right to call in or just even text your manager at work saying you're not coming in and that they don't have to ask you many questions and you don't have to answer those questions, to be able to give yourself that space, to be able to give yourself the space to mourn, to be able to give yourself the space to also not just maybe mourn and just be in bed, to maybe, yes, go out for a cup of coffee, meaning there isn't one right way to mourn and to experience the pain.
There is no right or wrong when we're experiencing this reality. Dr. Camila Focus-Levan, and perhaps what we find some refuge in is the fact that we are all experiencing it together. There's a great strength in this sense of brotherhood, and what we've said earlier in our broadcast, I will repeat now, what our enemies might mistake to be our weakness is actually our strength. The overflow 100%. Of feelings, this is what is and will make us stronger. Thank you very much, Dr. Camila Focus-Levan. Thank you.
Thank you so much.